It's fun for me to take a look back on the context in which presidents make their inaugural addresses and what they choose to speak about, especially if they get two chances of it. Case in point, James Monroe, 1817. The War of 1812 is over, and he is making the first ever outdoor inaugural address. He recounts the fact that new states have joined the Union and praises the armed forces. He takes great comfort in what might be expected. He notes, stop the presses, no one has been convicted and hanged for high treason. Good on America. In a series of questions that now ring hollow, Monroe asks, quote, on whom has oppression fallen in any quarter of our Union? Who has been deprived of any right of person or property? A lot of Americans, I think, could cite examples. Moving to the mundane, he calls for the improvements to roads and canals, paying off debt and better relations with what Americans call, quote, Indian tribes. In a florid moment, he notes that, quote, the heart of every citizen must expand with joy when he reflects on how near our government has approached to perfection, that in respect to it, we have no essential improvements to make. I bet many Americans would agree many improvements have been made since 1817. Now, Monroe makes his second inaugural even longer. He delves into a report of the Board of Engineers and Naval Commissioners about defense. We wouldn't have that in a throne speech in Canada. We would have what my old political science professor used to call governor generalities, and most State of the Union addresses are general as well. Well, Monroe goes on to note tautologically that if there were no fortifications, then the enemy might go anywhere he pleased. No indication of who the enemy is. He speaks of expansion, international relations, public debt, and prices. He notes that the, quote, Indian tribes are treated as independent nations without their having any substantial pretensions to that rank. I wonder what the indigenous people thought of America's pretensions in those days. Well, more hubris comes near the end when he states that, quote, our system will soon attain the highest degree of perfection of which human institutions are capable, tacitly contradicting his first inaugural. That's 1817, and you were there.